Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are checking out another update from Carenado, and that is on their Seneca 5. This is a very fantastic and fun little airplane, and today we're going to see what the updates brought to the sim. Make sure if you guys can that you join us at Flight Sim Expo 2023. That's right, Overkill Simulations is going to be present this year, guys, at the Lone Star Museum in Houston, Texas. If you guys are interested in joining us there, be sure to check down the description below. There is a coupon code that can save you guys a bit of money using my personal reference to get you there. Again, that'll save you a bit of cash in your Flight Sim Expo 2023 experience. This is going to be June 23rd through the 25th of 2023. Again, in Houston, Texas, at the Lone Star Flight Museum. I went a few years ago in Las Vegas, and they are an absolute great time. There's some very, very informative and educational seminars to help better your flight simming experience, as well as a ton of developers of both hardware and software that you guys actually get to try out, essentially a try before you buy experience, as well as talking with the developers themselves and finding out what the products are all about. So again, guys, it's going to be Flight Sim Expo 2023 in Houston, Texas. I hope to see you guys all there. Don't forget to use my coupon code that you can find down in the description below. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides as well as any future guides that come along down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below, and thank you to all of my current subscribers. Alright guys, so as I said, Carenado updated a bunch of their aircraft last week, or earlier in the week I should say, and this aircraft was on that list, the Seneca. And I haven't flown the Seneca in a really long time, so I'm kind of excited to, and I figured what a better way than to come back to the airfield that always gives me the most trouble. Whoa. It's the first time I've been in this plane in VR. That is trip. Sorry, I got carried away. Alright, so let's do. I actually feel, it's funny, normally I feel way too tall or short in most of these aircraft, and on this one I feel a little too tall. Alright, so, man, that view does seem weird. What, engine really supposed to be up that high like that? Maybe I'm supposed to be up here. Huh, I'll be damned. Anyway, we are going to do the cheat start. Here it comes. Whoop! That goes there, that goes there. Crack that guy like that. Do one of these little numbers where you do Avada Kedavra!
Using my calculation.
And the engine comes to life. All by magic, guys. I'm just that good. What do you want from me? Okay, let's also check some lights here. Nav light on. Taxi light on. Gonna go flying, yeah. In the Seneca 5. Hopefully these updates are really cool. So we know there were sound updates, there were some flight model tweaks, nothing too crazy. Same thing that I said in the previous video with the PC-12, we're not going to be expecting like night and day difference. Oh, it's a study level aircraft now. No, but not by any means. Let's see here. Oh, it helps if I'm actually on the enter button. There's that. Even though I never use these, I really don't. Let's see here. Where's the on button for this thing? We definitely want that one turned on. There we go. And I think we want this guy over here. There we go. And let's come down and set our... I always hit the wrong button. Boop. There we go. Barometric pressure set. Alright, it is a beautiful evening here in the Caribbean. What are you complaining about? Oh, pitot heat. We really don't need pitot heat out here, so I'm not that worried about pitot heat. Let's see here, what do we got? We are rocking the wonderful world of virtual reality. Let's make sure we got feet on the rudder pedals. Okay, we're comfy. We are comfy. Alright, and let's just get right after it. At least that parking brake. Aircraft's on the move. Watch out, folks. When overkill's around, you never know what the heck is going to happen. What the heckins, as my daughter would say. Do do do. Let's go ahead and set flaps 1 for takeoff. There we go. Flaps coming in. I wish they would update the Mooney. Mooney's probably my favorite aircraft from Carenado. But we're just going to go out, maybe do a touch and go or two, just sort of see how the aircraft flies, what the difference is, if there is anything that's epically noticeable. We know that there's some sound improvements, again, some flight model tweaks, texture adjustments, but there was nothing... I wasn't able to find anything that was very specific. Now, I didn't dig into their website, so that might have been a good place to start. Let's see here. Where's my strobe light? Why isn't my strobe light coming on? That's the parking brake. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, my landing lights aren't working either. Huh. Some of my controls aren't working, man. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's do something here. I'm going to restart my spad.next. Because it dawned on me that I never closed it from the previous session. So that might be causing a bit of a problem here. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's actually been a really good day for me, come to think of it. Yeah, that might have been the issue. It didn't have a profile assigned to it, so that makes more sense. Alright, let's recenter the camera here, and let's check this out again. Nope, it still doesn't work. Huh, I'll be damned. Huh. Oh well, let's roll. Take you guys on a beautiful sunset tour of the Caribbean. You guys should be so fortunate. Just that. I'm just a hopeless romantic. What do you guys want? Alright, let's see where we're at here. Alright, so RPM pitch set to max, mixture set to full. Let's run up. Let her rip! Whew, that shot me back in the seat. That was kind of cool. Airspeed alive. Takeoff speed already. Look at that. Like it was nothing. Landing gear coming up. And rolling out to the left. This is such an awesome experience. DOF Reality H3 motion simulation pit, you guys. The most budget-friendly motion simulation I think that is currently available. Beautiful. The VR experience today is just as smooth as glass. And I'll tell you what, guys, if the H3, if you go to look at DOF Reality's website, and you find that the H3 is too expensive, look at the H2, okay? The H2, the only difference is it doesn't have the yaw axis. I have disabled the yaw on mine and flown around, and guys, you just can't tell that much of a difference. I promise you, if you find that the H2, which is cheaper than some of the video cards that we all use, is more within reason, go for it. You will not be disappointed. Just keep in mind that you do also have to buy a seat, and that's pretty common with just about anybody's motion simulation. They very rarely come with seats because they want you to, gives you the option to customize the seat, to pick the seat that you want. Okay, loving the sounds, loving the performance, loving the aircraft so far, and the frame rate is gorgeous. We are just smooth as glass from left to right, man. This thing is spectacular right now. What's our altitude? Currently sitting at about 1,300 feet. We need to keep on going. But between the virtual reality and the motion simulation and the smooth frame rates, and by the way, I'm rocking a 4080, guys. I know almost everybody who does these videos is pushing the 4090. I am not. I felt that cost to benefit, the 4090 wasn't worth it for me at the time. And I've been very, very pleased with my 4080. Very pleased with my 4080. And again, I'm running the Pimax 8KX in VR. Or for VR, I should say. Dude, this looks awesome. Oops. Wow. Sitting here looking behind me and yank on the stick. Now that's the other cool thing about the motion simulation. So as I turned behind me and I did one of these numbers, I felt it in the chair. So I was like, oh hey, I am climbing. Now I start bringing it to left. We're doing pretty good here. And there's our approach line right there. Alright, let's pull some of that power back. The sounds are good. I'm digging the sounds, man. I will tell you guys what, too. Even if you don't have the motion simulation, but you have VR, do the approach here at TFFJ. It is... If you're like me and you're not the best at it, it'll terrify you. Stall warning. Flaps coming down. Oof, gear coming down. I think the changes to the Seneca were better than that of the PC-12. It's feeling much more airplane-like than it used to. Makes me wonder if they had better access to the PC-12 or to the Seneca. Full flaps are in. I need to remember, I think you can click on the HUD and get rid of it. Where's my mouse? I actually don't like it. I'll have to mess with that later. Bad time on this approach. I think we're a little slow here. Oh, this is such a scary landing. Too steep now. Damn it, I'm too steep. I'm too steep. I'm too steep. Cutting that power. Cutting the power. All the prop goes back to full. Killing it. And flare it. Come on, stall. That was good. Give me the stall warning. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Brakes. Okay. It wasn't the worst one. Let's do one more and we will do the other approach. I had to do the 1-0 approach. That's why I didn't even look at the weather. Like, it just had to happen. Oh, 1-0 was the approach. Cool. It was like, this is happening, darn it. They did a good job with this. I'm blown away by the frame rate. Like I said, it is just smooth as glass in here. And the aircraft is performing very well. I'm digging the new sounds. I can definitely tell the sounds are there. So we're going to do one more. This one will actually be a tailwind landing because we're going to come in from the other direction. Hopefully I can do it before it gets dark out. Come on, turn, baby. That's right, come around. Lock her up. Alright. Rock and roll, baby. I hold silver away. Here we go. Airspeed alive. Already passing rotation speed. Pulling back. And we're up and out of there. Gear coming up. Flaps coming up. So I can't remember what the runway is the other direction. 28, I think it is what we're going to be coming in on. But it's a fun approach too. We'll see if I can remember all the visual points. This will always be one of my favorite approaches or places to land. St. Bart's. I love it here. It's always a fun place to go. I just can't believe it. Like, I'm getting no stuttering, no framing, no skipping, no lag, no nothing. I mean, it is just crystal clear right now in VR. They definitely optimized this aircraft. And that was one of the optimizations I do remember reading, is that they improved the VR optimization and compatibility. But this aircraft so far has been the best one they've done yet. The PC-12 that I just flew a few hours ago still had some issues, was still, you know, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, don't get me wrong. But this is just, it's glass. Just glass. Oh, I had to readjust my headset. I know we're diving. I know we're diving. That's okay. Okay, we're back. Okay, so first visual cue. Catching the sun right as it's hitting the water here. Alright, so let's watch our airspeed here. We're going to start pulling some speed back. First visual cue is the White House there. The first one on the left there. Top of the mountain. So we're essentially going to aim for it, and we want to fly just to the left of it. What's our airspeed? Okay, you gotta slow down, girl. Let's go ahead and kick a flap in, and we're going to start descending. So that you can see the White House right there at the top of the hill. We're aiming right at it, guys. Right there, just in front of the nose. That's our first visual cue. I'm a little further right than I want to be at the moment. But we're going to keep coming down. Really pulling that power off. I know, but I need you to slow down. So there's the first one. Our next cue is this gray house right here on the hill. You guys see it? Again, just to the right of the compass. Okay. You following that? Next one here. Should be a gray house at the top of this hill. It's right there. It's a little buried by the bush. Then we're going to make a hard cut. Hard cut, hard cut. I might have actually gotten too low. I got a little too low, but not bad. That greenhouse right here. Now we're going to go full flaps. Get our gear down. Okay. I'm a little low. I'm a little low. When we pass the hotel here on the left, that is our last chance for a go around. At this point, we would abort the takeoff or landing and we would kick off to the right here. But in this case, we're going to take it. We're going to go for it. We're at a good approach speed. Like I said, I came in low, but I think we got it. Nice. And we'll just park it up here. So I came in a little fast. Honestly, I was a little fast. Hindsight being what it is, if this wasn't a simulator, that would have been a go around. I was low and I was fast. But that was fun. This is a really fun little airplane, you guys. The price point is definitely right for it. Again, as I always say with Carenado aircraft, keep your expectations. Uh-oh, I'm going to hit it. No, I'm not. Okay. Ooh. Keep your expectations accordingly when it comes to Carenado. And the reason what I mean by that, their products have always been pretty good with sound. They've always been amazing with texture. But they're not study level, and they're not meant to be study level. It's very clear what Carenado's goal is. Carenado's goal is to make an aircraft for the general aviation simmer who just wants to go up and have a good time flying some of these planes, right? And they've done that. You know, the Seneca 5 is a fun one to go and cruise around and take a couple of longer distance flights. The PC-12, same thing, some pretty good improvements to it. The Mooney is one of my favorite aircraft to fly. I just love it. I mean, it's got speed brakes when it was not to love. That's a generally GA aircraft with speed brakes in it. Like, you can't beat that. But I really think that you guys would enjoy this aircraft if you haven't already. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the money. Definitely worth the benefits that they brought to the aircraft. As always, guys, let me know what you think down below. Stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video, so stay tuned.